Kelly with the Limelight Pet Project, and today we are at Noah with Katrina Whedon, right? I said that right?
You got it.
And who do we have for adoption today?
We have Deets, a lovely Border Collie and Heeler mix.
So why don't you give us all the deets about Deets and tell us how old is he and how long has he been here?
He is about 6 years old.
Okay.
He has been here for about 2 months. We
Okay.
don't know a lot about his background, but with his attitude and how much he likes people, he's definitely been in a home before.
Okay.
But
Does he have any behavioral or health issues that's making it harder for him to get adopted?
he doesn't have any health issues. He has a couple of behavior considerations. He is dog specific, so he
Okay.
needs to, if he's gonna go home with a larger dog, we really need to do that introduction and see how they get along.
Okay.
And then he can't be around little dogs or cats or other small animals because he has a really high prey drive.
Got it. And how is he with like small kids? Do you think that's a good idea?
We haven't had him with little kids. I'd probably say, maybe not toddlers, as he does have some of those common Heeler characteristics like nipping at the heels a little bit, or if he gets a little too excited.
Yeah.
But like slightly older kids that you can talk to them about how to work with the dog should be fine.
Okay. And you think he has Border Collie and Cattle Dog in him, which
Yeah.
qualifies him as a working dog.
Yes.
So typically a working dog has a pretty good prey drive, pretty good ball drive, pretty good working ethic. Is that true of Deets?
It is very true of Deets.
Okay.
He has, like I said earlier, the high prey drive. He really likes to work and to be interacting with his handlers
Okay.
and the people around him. And he really needs to get that mental and physical stimulation.
Yes.
Otherwise, he starts to have a harder time.
Right. Well, like me, if you get bored, you get in trouble.
Yes.
Yes. So his perfect.
Oh, we're catching up.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, you're fine. So his perfect home, his ideal parents or handler would have an understanding of the working dog breed, would have the time to commit to this dog.
Yep.
What do you think his perfect home would look like other than somebody understanding this breed and understanding he needs a job?
The perfect home, he doesn't really need many specifics with a home. He could do a fenced yard or not a fenced yard. It just depends on the type of training and work you want to do with him.
Okay.
He's adaptable in that way.
Okay.
But he'd really like you said, people that, understand what they're getting into with him. And people that really he just needs time and that devoted time to work with him.
Right.
Because he doesn't have anything to work on.
Right.
He just needs to work.
Right. I totally
so
understand that.
Getting that time, as long as he has all of that, he's a super cuddly love bug. So he'd need a couch to love on with you.
What's back there?
And toys, and something's really interesting.
Something's back there.
Come on, Deets.
I watched an
What'd you
episode of
see?
Bigfoot, Expedition Bigfoot last night. So the fact that he's staring into the woods, I'm like, is it Bigfoot? Is he behind us?
Seems like it's pretty up.
Okay, we're gonna walk.
Come on, let's go somewhere else.
So since he's selective about other dogs, training him for like obedience trials or barn hunt or something might not be a great activity for him.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe with some work it's something that he could get past?
I think it would be too stressful
Okay.
on him, honestly. I think it wouldn't really be worth it.
Yep.
I think he could get to a point where he could coexist, but I don't think he would enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think it would probably cause more negative behavior than not.
He would not thrive.
Yes.
Okay, so he needs a job where it's just him and his person.
Yep. Just
Okay.
him and his person, and maybe a friend, a dog friend that he can get along
Okay.
with.
And you don't know what the particulars are as far as him being fussy about dogs. You don't know what it is.
Yeah,
that sets
it
him off.
hasn't really been a specific thing. Honestly, I get the feeling he might need to not have a dog in the home, but he can do play groups because it seems to be he'll either get frustrated or whatever from overstimulation of the other dog.
Right.
So if he did go home with another dog, you would really want to be able to give him his breaks and his time alone to decompress.
Yes.
He's just he's got a brain where it just goes and goes and goes, and he needs those rest periods.
Yes.
And with another dog, it goes even more.
Get it?
There you go.
Good boy.
Good job.
So once you've had an adventurous day with Deets and he's tuckered out, what is his favorite thing to do?
Lay down and get belly rubs.
No kidding.
Yeah, constant.
Awesome.
I've walked by his room at the Noah Center, and there's dog walkers that have literally sat in there for 20 or 30 minutes just giving him belly rubs, which is so good for him.
Yes.
He needs that too. But yeah, he is, you know, once you work with him and you get that energy and, you know, he had a stimulating and fulfilling day or hour or whatever it is, he just wants to be all up next to you.
Right. And it's fulfilling and stimulating day for him because he is a working breed does not constitute putting him out in the backyard or taking him for a walk. He needs mental stimulation along with physical stimulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he needs things like food puzzles, games and routines that he has to complete. Dogs like this, sometimes we recommend that they're not fed, you know, large meals. They're fed entirely from a pouch, you know, as rewards for working. And you will see in breeds like these, sometimes they prefer that anyway. He likes his meals, but he's more of a grazer.
Yep. So Deets is me in dog form, basically.
Pretty much, I guess. I mean, he kind of matches your hair too.
Yeah. I have a dog at home, otherwise Deets might be coming home with me. So what is your favorite thing about him?
I mean, my favorite thing, he's just kind of just a fun guy. I mean, he's already 6 and I do tend to like the older ones. But I love that with all of his energy, he can still settle down and just wants, you know, all of the love and all of the attention, and that he's really not specific about which people give it to him. You know, I can do it. Probably if I left, he would just let either of you guys do the same thing.
Be happy to.
Yes. A brand new dog walker can go in his suite and Deets will roll over and let them pet him.
Oh, so sweet.
Which sometimes the herding breeds are a little hesitant with strangers, but he just doesn't have that at all.
And would you be open to a working dog handler who has a very specific job where he would be, you know, the only dog working? Would you be open to him being adopted to somebody who's actually a working dog handler who has a job for him?
He could do it. Yeah, if it was a planned situation and they had a need and a specific job, he could definitely thrive in that.
Yeah.
He can also thrive in a home.
Yeah.
So it's not a requirement by any means.
Of course.
But he's kind of adaptable in that way.
And when you say home, you're not talking about an apartment or a condo. You're talking about a single family dwelling. Yeah,
a single family dwelling with his brain, like I said, going so much and him getting overstimulated. The apartments are just going to be too much for him. And I think it would be more negative.
Yes.
And it would not be in his best interest.
Right.
So a single family dwelling or townhouse or something like that.
Right.
Something where you can more control the situations he's put into. We talk about it a lot of giving the dog the best opportunity to succeed.
Yes.
Instead of putting them in situations that you know already they're not going to succeed in.
Yeah, we don't want to set them up to fail.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to know about Deets?
We pretty much covered it.
Awesome.
I mean, he loves his toys, his pets, and his runs.
Just like me. We could be twins. So if somebody sees this segment and they are interested in inquiring about Deets, what is the next step?
They can come right up to the Noah Center. We're a first come, first serve basis.
Okay.
And Deets has been waiting a while, so I'll be happy to see anybody.
Okay.
And they just need to speak with one of our matchmakers who will tell them some of our specific details about Deets that we mentioned here. And then
the Deets about Deets?
Yes, the Deets. The Deets on the dog. And then they get to come and take them for a walk.
Awesome. Okay.
And if they do have a dog in the home, that's when we would do that dog introduction.
The introduction, yes.
Yep.
So if you're interested in Deets and you have a dog,
Bring your dog with you.
Bring your dog with you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Katrina. This has been such a wonderful
Thank
morning
you.
spending time with you and Deets. And this has been Holly with the Limelight Pet Project, and we shine the light on harder to adopt pets because their stories are worth telling. Here you go, bud.